Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone. Welcome back to another video by Sir Shazwan. Sorry about not being able to be visible because my video camera broke down and I don't want to look bad in Puasa because you know how bad we look while we are Puasa. But Alhamdulillah, still okay. So, without further ado, let's look at unit number 2, which is organizational hierarchy and features of a public listed company. Previously, we looked at only the organizational hierarchy and how we look at different types of hierarchy in an organization. So, for, let's recap a bit. Unit 1, we look at the structure of an organization and the features of a public limited company. For this one, we focus on the company, product, services, and the management team inside on the specific company. So this is very useful for you when you want to do the assessment one, where you have to compare the similarities and differences. So we'll be looking at through these things. Okay. First one, the company profile. So a company gives background information of a company. Of course, when you, for example, you like look at another company like Nike or Adidas, so they have a background information. So what is it about? So that is the background information. So the general information of the company includes the name, the date of establishment, the main business, subsidiary companies, and the assets of the company as well as the company's goal. So that is when you see all those things, those are the company profile. So the name, the date, when is it established, what is they are selling or what are they are doing. So subsidiary companies, companies that work under them, and assets of the company, which mean like what, how many have they provide, how many revenues, as well as what they want to achieve. So that is a company profile. Remember, when you want to present a company or something, you need to have a company profile first. Okay. Then so, for example, this is an example of describing a company. So, the example is Smart Motors Berhad. So, as you can see, they give the when the company is established. So, the example here established in 1968. So, what is it? What type of company is it? So, what does the company produce, for example? So, that is how you describe the company. So, the branches, the different subsidiary companies, and then the nature of the business, what the strong company support and everything. So this is how you describe a company. So this is very important when you do your anything, when you talk about, for example, you are working in a big company, you want to introduce your company to others because you want to them to buy shares or something, or when you want to get more investment, so you have to describe your company first. So this is how you describe. So remember, in the first assessment, you have to describe a bit about your company, the company that you've chosen, both companies. Okay. Next, the product. So the product is the good, not the good, but like good thumbs up, but it's something, a produce of the company organization to be sold to customers. So customers who are satisfied with the product they use, they will continue purchasing. For example, when you buy a L'Oreal, or maybe buy from Nintendo or something, so you will you're satisfied with it, you will continue to buy it. So when you buy more of it, they will gain confidence. You will gain confidence in the product. You say, okay, this product is very good, I recommend it to others. You will gain confidence on it. So the company is responsible for maintaining the quality of the product so that the customers will be continue to be confident and satisfied with the product. So the product is the thing that you buy from the companies. Gatsby, Axe, Downy. So those are kind of the example of products that you can find. So product specification, there are some product specification. For example, size of the product. Is it big? Is it small? The model of the product. So how does it look like? What is it? How does it function? So the price of the product. People look at the price as well, whether it's cheaper or more expensive than others. The ingredients used. Some people are very what you say, picky or very particular about the ingredients of the product. They want maybe less sugar, Maybe they want more something of this, more aloe vera or something. So the ingredients play a important part as well. So the benefits, what does the product brings to you? What makes the product good for you? So that is the benefits. And then the manufacturer's information. Where is the manufacturer from? When is it made? When is it produced? When is it delivered? When is it going to expire? So those are the information that you have to provide when you are making a product. So describing a product, this is an example of description of a product. So for example, this one is Jasmine green tea. So they describe by uh, explaining the process of doing creating the tea. So then they give the benefits of the tea, and then the everything the benefits, and then the price as well as the ingredients and where can you be found. So that is how you describe a product. So doing this when you are explaining about a company or any product or anything that you want, these kinds of things will be able to convince other people why you should go for one product compared to another. So you want to compare between two things, so you need to convince others to listen to you why this is but A is better than B or B is better than A. Okay. So example, this is another example, Sky 4768 printer. So just they describe the benefits, the price, and then the where can it be found, and then the functions and everything. So that is how you attract others. You sound like a seller, a Shopee seller. But this is how you want to convince others about the benefits, the advantages of something. Okay. Now we go to services. You don't think that products have these things, I said earlier, services also have those. So for example, we have management services, tours, hotel, entertainment, transport, repair, and maintenance. Those are all the different services. Now, the very popular is courier and food delivery services. Because why? Because people are too lazy to go out and buy, like me. So the services depends on the customer solution of the service vendor. If you think that this service is good and you want more, then you will use more of the service. For example, between Grab Food and Food Panda, I prefer Grab Food because I use it more, and then because it's easy than Food Panda. I don't know what's the difference between those two. I use both. Which one is to have the food I want, that is what I will use. Something like that. Yeah. Customer feedback will show whether the services rendered is effective for quality improvements. Usually you will get like testimony, feedbacks. Those will help you to get to identify whether the services is good or not. So you can judge between those two things. So, example of a service-oriented company, we have cable TV service provider, SS Malaysia Sdn Berhad. So, as like when I describe the product is similar to the one when you describe the service. What kind of service is it? Uh, where can you get? How can you get the service? Through mobile, through online, through anything, through face to face. So the benefits of the service and what is the service about. So those are the things that you need to talk about when you are choosing a service. Okay, a service oriented company. Okay, they are product oriented, service oriented. Those are kind of the companies that you can use. So this is an example of a service oriented. You can look into yourself. Then we have management team. The management team consists of individuals at the top or highest level of organization who deal with the responsibility of managing the company. Those who are managing the company. So that's why it's called management team. So this team holds specific executive powers conferred onto them by the board of directors and shareholders. So they have influence in the company. Board of directors. This is part of a company. This is the main we can say the main heart of the company. Okay. The board of directors, or BOD, are either selected or appointed to oversee the activities or govern the affairs of a company or organization. So the duty of the board is conferred only by an authority outside itself, namely by the organization bylaws. Some of the duties include establishing policies, objectives of the company. They decide what is the company is about. Being accountable to the shareholders by giving an annual company report. They inform you how much losses and revenues that you have recorded throughout the year, and then providing an annual budgets and ensuring the availability of financial resources. They are the one who pump money into the company. Okay, so those are the board of directors. So they are the highest one. They should be the highest in the company. Then we have the executive directors, or ED. They will deal with the day-to-day running of the company because they are the one who manage the company. They are the one who handles everything about the company. They have the detailed knowledge of the company's operation. They are also known as inside directors. So they are the one who manages the company. Whether if they have, for example, like a restaurant. Example, this is a very simple example. So the boss of the restaurant is the one who handles everything from choosing which store to buy for the materials, which pasar to go for their wet wet materials. So they are the food that will they use and how much they will charge for everything. So those are the executive directors. We have also non-executive directors, or NED. They deal with the matters pertaining to society and acts and the balance between the company and the society. It means that they are the middle people between uh, the executive and the society. They can be like the workers or something. So those are the non-work executive directors, NED. You it's not necessary to say that you have to explore every single thing like this, like the board of directors, executive directors, or non-executive director. But it is good for you to know what is it if you are asked about it when you are working in a big company. Okay, right? So CEO is the boss, is the main guy. So chief executive officer. So he's the one who is in charge of the other people, who takes care of everything. So you have the executive directors is a team who handles everything. CEO is a boss of them. I think I'm not really into business, but this is what I know. So uh, this is all the important hierarchy of the structure in the organization. We have the board of directors, executive directors, non-executives, the CEO. So those people have their own function in a company, whether managing everyday necessity or financial or societal issues. So those people have their own functions, which will be very important in order to make sure the company focus will be able to uh, do their best in providing the services or the products that they are meant to be. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any question, you may ask me. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.